Hi everyone, this is Susan Finch. I am the co-host, along with Jim Overmare, of Sales Lead Management Association Radio, known as SLMA Radio. But you're on this site now. What's the difference? This is SLMA Live. This is our new broadcasting channel, our new endeavor. We're very excited to tell you about it. So I'm going to let CEO Jim Overmare, the CEO of the SLMA, tell you about it right now. Jim.
Well, SLMALive has really come out of the knowledge that we gained through our own radio program for the last 3.5 years. Our internet radio program, we've had 175 shows. We've interviewed 275 CMOs and executives. And we learned so much about radio in that time and how it has such a great reach throughout the internet that we've started up 5 hours of our own programming from 9 a.m. on Thursdays until 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Our first program is launching April 3rd with Continuum, and then April the following week, April 8th or 10th, whatever that Thursday is, for Lead Space. And then I've got 8 other companies that are trying to consider what slots they're going to fill.
Now, do you all hear that? There isn't a lot of space. We only have so many hours in the day so far. So if you and your company are thinking, how can I get my message out, increase my reach, add some great content, not only to this site, but to many sites and all my social media venues, this is the place for you. You don't want to miss this opportunity. This is so targeted towards our industries. You cannot miss with this.
Well, Jane Hopkins had said that, she said, what I love about this, Continuum already has an internet TV program. She said, what I love about this is any place that I've got a microphone, I can do our radio program. This is very spontaneous. I can interview guests. I can interview people at trade shows, at our own shows. The amount of content we can put on this is almost unlimited. Interviews with customers, case studies, training programs. So the content is not a problem, but the great thing about this is it's original content, something that Google just loves.
Oh, it does. It just drinks it up. It loves original content.
Why don't you talk a little bit about how this internet radio finds its way into so many social media outlets, which is the huge value of these programs?
Well, it's about building authority. As we know, since Google's algorithms changed and you can't jam pages full of keywords anymore, it looks at what you're an authority on. That's what gives you your rankings, that's what gives you your reach, and it's what builds trust. And that's what we're really here to do through these shows, building stronger relationships of trust to gain more clients for you. So think about it. You record a show. We help you get it all up on this site within our umbrella. You get the file. It also gets pushed to iTunes into a podcast channel for you and your company and our podcast channel. So there's 2 more reaches. You can also get that and talk about it and make a great blog post. We give you a transcript, almost verbatim, very detailed transcript of every show. We take care of that for you. You get this file. You can use it as talking points on Twitter, on LinkedIn, blog posts, additional shows. So there you have some more content and more reach and more authority. You can keep this going as long as you want. You also get a player that you can embed on your own website that has all your shows there at everybody's fingertips. So look at this reach from one show and the impact it can have and all the great content it gives you. Don't miss out on this.
Well, it's a great vehicle, as we know and as we've seen how it reaches out. But each radio program host, it's a 30-minute show. Each program host starts off with a professional announcement and music and bumper music and commercials. It's a very professional setup. Now, on the host program, they've got all of their programs being carried on their site. People will come to their site to listen to that particular episode of the radio program. They will also come to SLMA to listen live to that program. After the program is over with and in the can, it's not like broadcast media where it's just gone. I mean, you can't retract it. In broadcast media, it's just out in the air and then it's gone. In this case, we've got the podcast, which then appears on the player on their particular website. It also reaches out. Let's say they've got guests. Let's say they've got 20 guests. Those 20 guests generally put those programs on their site. And our own program now is syndicated, SLMA Radio. Well, this channel is going to be syndicated in the same manner. So as far as I know, we're the first ones that are going to be streaming continuous programming on sales and marketing subjects. We expect to move into Wednesdays and also on Tuesdays to do the same. Now, a program can also, just like television programs, as soon as it's played the first time, the original content, it can be slotted in and replayed throughout the week. The
Ah.
host of the program, so they can replay two or three that same program several times the following week. They've got their own commercial on the program. Uh, we go ahead and create the commercial for them, or they create it and they slip it into the program. Now, some of these programs, take LeadSpace for instance, they said, what shall we name our show? And I said, well, there's no better name than LeadSpace Radio. That describes who they are and what they're doing. So we'll see. They'll probably have their commercial there, and then they're considering putting their commercial on the other SLMALive radio programs that play throughout the day. So we're really enthusiastic about how this is launching and how it's reaching out. But you know what? I was at the exhibitor show this last week, and I used to walk the show floor and talk to people about SLMA, and they say, oh, that's nice. You've got that nice association, 8,000 members, yada, yada, yada. And as soon as though I said to them, look, you pay $5 for a click. We're giving you 30 minutes of ear time. 30 minutes of time when someone comes to your site and they're going to listen to that program. They're not on and off. You don't have a bounce rate of 60%, and you go crazy if it's 3.5 minutes that they've stayed on your site. They're going to be staying on your site for 25 to 30 minutes. Every single person I talked to said, send more information. I'm interested in getting our own program up. So I think it's going to be wildly successful. So we invite everybody to tune in to our first programs with Continuum on the 3rd and the following Thursday with LeadSpace, and we expect other programs to follow in the coming weeks.
This is our gathering space, SLMA Live. Look at the site. All the shows will be here. So you can go to their shows, on their show sites, you can come to ours, you will get it all right here. Let's talk about some quick opportunities and let you all think about it because you don't want to miss out. You can have a show. You can also create commercials that would be included in our shows. You can do display ads. You can have the whole enchilada. You can have a show, display ads, sponsor the SLMA, and have commercials. And we will make you a deal if you're doing a package that size. So come on, talk to us, fill out the contact information, let us have a visit with you and give you more details, because we could go on and on here, but it's time to wrap it up. It's time for you to listen to some great shows, and we will be talking to you very soon on the air.
SLMALive, it's all about telling stories and talking to interesting people.
All
Thank you,
right.
Susan.
Welcome, Jim.